It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Panthers and the Giants on EA Sports.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. But tonight, we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the New York Giants. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2. As we step aside here. Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here are the Panthers set to take over for the first time. And Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
Bryce Young, the quarterback out of Alabama with a Heisman Trophy in his hip pocket, is the new face of Carolina football. 80 touchdowns, just 12 picks in his college career for the Crimson Tide. He may be a little small in terms of size, but potential, massive.
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 1. Young working out of the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Young. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hubbard. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with a third-year man, Chuba Hubbard. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now it's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week one, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for? And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Another run for Gibbs here. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And that'll be incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Young looks to throw on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Able to complete this to Chanel. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And he's got Hurst as tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Again, it's Young. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Young. Incomplete. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On 2nd down, Young again. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
They'll throw again. Young. Incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they want to get those products out there. They want to stop that drive, just weren't able to do so.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. The last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He's got the rookie from Tennessee, Jalen Hyatt. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Taken in at the 22. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They go play action. Young. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Young to throw it. Flushed out right. Young into the slide, and he's got a first down. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his leg.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you got someone to tackle him.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Young on third down. And he'll just get rid of it. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. Fourth down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. And I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
New York ready to go again offensively. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Second down and 6 now from the 26. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Richardson shotgun on third down. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Young now. Connection made with Chenault. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
On 1st down, Richardson.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game, we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right.
And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
This is taken at about the 14. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Now a 1st down throw for Young.
This is Chenault on the receiving end.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 29, here's the 2nd and 5.
Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And Young's throw there incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. Well, we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. First and 10, it's Richardson.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and
Throwing again, it's Richardson on second down. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
That will throw here to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Richardson yet again. He finds Watson complete. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 4 yards remain for second down. Richardson out of the shotgun. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now Richardson looks to throw once more. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Richardson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Christian Watson as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
In our game,
Coach,
the defenses look to be ready for the regular season. Maybe not the offenses just yet, but still a half to go as we get you back out to Brandon God.
Okay,
right, Brandon,
Coach,
thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The veteran who spent last season in Denver, it's Latavius Murray.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
A first throw here for the backup, Taylor. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
And one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by 1 score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator on the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense. And they were able to do it.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
And they've got to be thrilled with the situation they've inherited here. Thank you, defense.
Thank you, indeed. They set them up in the short field ahead of them. And now they've got a good chance to strike quickly and take the lead.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
Passing, it's Dalton.
Short throw there, caught by Thomas.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Play action now, Dalton. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a toss wide side. It's Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
3rd and long. It's Taylor. That's complete to Slayton. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Dalton and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. And in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Dalton.
And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Taylor. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line.
The Panthers now set to take over offensively.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw here, Dalton. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So Dalton now. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This will be Dalton again. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Possession switching back to the New York Giants. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Going in motion left, that's Campbell. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll run here. It's Murray.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now they'll throw with Taylor.
Robinson hauling it in outright. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On first down, Murray. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
A 34-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Dalton and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 24.
They'll begin this series with a give to Hubbard.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Taylor will throw.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Now Taylor.
Able to find his man, Woods. And he will have the Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of the 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Well, throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Taylor's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Taylor running the option left. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. They'll give up the gut for Murray. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Again, it's Murray. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 9-yard line.
Now it's Taylor. And he's got it. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Murray. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, it's Murray. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Extra point try good by Gano, and the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Dalton and the offense now. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:53 remaining. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now Dalton.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Here's Dalton.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sand. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.